I'm Jeff with Precision Replacement Parts. I'm here with Greg today. We're going to show you how to install a WCR DB4932. Greg, what's this fit?
This is a back glass seal for a 1970 to 76 Plymouth Duster and a 71 to 76 Dodge Dart. These are Chrysler's A-body platforms.
Now this won't fit all A-bodies, so make sure you check our website for complete make, model year information. Let's get started.
To start the removal of the back glass, you want to remove the chrome. In this particular instance, it has been removed already, but that will allow us to illustrate how to use the clip removal tool with the leading edge underneath the chrome. Along the body of the vehicle, you'll drag it along to find the clip. Once you get to the clip, what you do is twist the handle. What that does, it pulls the clip away from the body and releases the chrome. And you do this around the perimeter of the window. Now we want to remove the gasket from the glass. You can do that in several different ways. You can cut it on the inside of the vehicle, removing it to the outside. What we're going to do in this instance is we're going to cut the outside of the gasket to expose the edge of the glass. Now what we're finding with this vehicle is that it does not have the locking strip in this one. Somewhere along the line, someone did not put it back in. In this groove where I'm running this windshield tool is where the locking strip would be. So with that part not available, we will just move to cutting the gasket to expose the edge of the glass. Now, taking the utility knife, what I'll do is come from the middle of the glass to the outer edge. And I'm removing the section of gasket, again, to expose the edge. And I'm just keeping my knife blade as flat as I can with the level of the glass. I don't want to chip the edge of the glass. It may cause it to be weak in that area. Now what I want to do is I'll attach my glass handler. Just going to see if this glass is loose out of the gasket. Sometimes there's sealant in between the glass and the inside of the gasket that we'll have to loosen up. So there is sealant, so I'm going to have to move to the inside to release that. So I'm taking the windshield tool, just get in between the gasket and the glass, to loosen any kind of sealant, or over time it just gets baked into place. Okay. I can feel that the glass is loosening up already. Now that the glass is loose, and we'll use the glass handler and just stand it up and remove it from the vehicle. Glass is out of the way, so now we're able to remove the rest of that gasket off the body. Again, we'll take our plastic chisel stick. We'll go ahead and just clean up this pinch weld to get of any. We'll use our plastic chisel stick to clean off the pinch weld. It's got this chisel end on it, makes it very handy as far as taking off dirt, sealant, flaky paint. Gets you down to a nice level surface.
Now we'll continue on the perimeter of the glass. Most of the clips are intact and in good shape. We will be reusing most of those. A couple of these that are broken, we will go ahead and replace, and those which are available on our website. We're going to start the reinstallation of the back glass with the new gasket. We have to replace a couple of clips. These clips are fastened by Phillips screws. We're going to go ahead and remove the remnants of what's there. Now what I'm going to do is I'm going to dry fit this for right now, just to make sure that everything goes together and sits where it's supposed to. And then I'm going to remove this. So I was checking the height of the clip also. And what I want to do is put just a little dab of sealant over that screw hole. Now I'll do a permanent install of this clip, and now we'll do the other one. I could not get this screw out of this clip, so what we're going to do is we're just going to add a clip here, but we're going to put it down a little further away from the corner and just make that adjustment. Again, we'll go ahead and test fit everything. Because this screw goes into the body, we will add a little bit of sealant right over this screw hole. Okay, we'll be reusing the rest of the clips around the perimeter of the opening. And we can go ahead and dry fit our gasket into that opening. Starting with this bottom corner, what I'm going to do, there's a package tray in here that's really tight to the body. I'm going to go ahead and force this gasket behind that, put over the pinch weld. For the purpose of our test fitting, what we'll do also is add a couple strips of tape to hold it in place. Now we're just dry fitting this, but this inner flap goes over the interior headliner of the car. So we'll deal with that when we get to the installation process. Right now we're just test fitting the gasket onto the pinch weld. The next step will be removing portions of the seal to put sealant in between the body and the gasket. We're going to go ahead and remove a section of this gasket. Pull it down out of place. What I'm going to do is take a non-hardening sealant and put it on the pinch weld. We're going to bring our gasket back in. I'm doing this in a manner where I'm opening the gasket up to sit on top of that sealant. I want to get it in between the gasket and the body. I'm doing is I'm opening up the lip of that gasket so I can get it on top of that sealant. So I'm not just snow plowing that sealant away from the gasket. I want to make sure I get it in between the gasket and the body. And again, here on the bottom, I'm lifting that lip up so I can sit on top of that. Okay. Editing to do on this. We'll work if the tape would hold. Too far away. Screw myself. Now our next step will be to install the glass. I'm going to spray the gasket with foaming glass cleaner. I'll bring the glass and we'll put it in the glass groove along the bottom. Yeah, can you open that up? Just gonna set it there. Go ahead. Just let it go. Hold it right there. Pull it down. Okay, you're pulling down, Jeremy? Okay. Coming in good. Can you pull over towards your side, towards your house? Thank you.
More?
No, you're good. I'm just losing my side over here is all.
Did you lose the whole thing?
Not yet. Up on the pinch hole where it needs to go. Hopefully it'll stay there. There we go.
I'm gonna hold it all.
That looks better. Okay, so now pull your way as hard as you can go. Yeah, this isn't gonna come from the top. What was happening is the tightness of the glass into the gasket. The gasket was actually off the body over here, so we made the adjustment. So now my bottom and bottom corners are in. Now we'll start bringing that gasket around along the top. And you see that's doing the same thing. It's actually coming off the body. When I get to these tape sections, I'll just pull right through it. It'll tear the tape. Okay. come and do this side. Yep. need you to come out here and push down on the glass now. I need you to push right where my hand is and push straight down. Okay, hold nice steady pressure. Just so your body's on it. What I'm going to do is try to feed this down in. Maybe not, because now, right there. The situation we ran into with this back glass is that it is very tight. Our procedure stayed the same, working this glass into the gasket to get it fully seated. Unbeknownst to us, our camera timed out, so this will cut to the back glass being fully installed. After the difficulty of getting the glass in, it is now sitting in the gasket. We're going to go ahead and put some urethane sealant in between the glass and the gasket. And we'll do this around the perimeter of the window. Okay, we'll get some glass cleaner on this gasket. We use our Lockstrip tool. I'm going to start this down in the bottom. Now this tool is designed just to open the gasket. What I'm doing is opening the gasket with the tool and then feeding this lock strip into that opening. Now these square corners can be tricky. Take your time. Keeping that tool down inside that gasket. As we're coming to the end, what I'll do is I'll cut the locking strip just a little bit long, remove the tool, and then just work the ends together. As we were inserting the lock strip, there was a section that did not seat. So I just kept going the rest of the install. So I'm going to come back. I'm going to just work on both sides of this strip. Just opening that gasket, bringing that lock strip back into place. We'll check the remainder of the seal. As far as cleanup of the urethane on the glass side, go ahead and put some foaming glass cleaner. Bring a razor blade right along the edge. Get this cleaned up. We'll do that all the way around the perimeter of the glass. The next step will be to install the chrome. We're going to do the top and the two sides first. Okay, so then that one goes in the middle there somewhere. And this completes the installation of this back glass.